Hi, I'm Amy Herring from heavenlytruth.com, and I've been asked by Sign Show to give some ideas for the holiday gift-giving season by sign. I've actually chosen to group the signs by element, and just to give it a little twist, since I'm sure you've heard a lot of the same things before, I'm a fan of giving experiences instead of stuff, so if you are too, hopefully these ideas will be useful for you. Now, it's important to note that people are more than their sun signs. So I'm doing this by sign, but if you happen to know that maybe you have a friend who has a Capricorn moon instead of a sun, you might want to consider some of the Capricorn suggestions. So it's more than just the sun sign. If you know somebody has a lot of energy in one of the signs, particularly they have a lot of planets in a certain sign, if you happen to know that, go ahead and think about those suggestions as well, not just their sun sign. The fire signs are really about living life to the fullest, experimenting, being spontaneous, just trying things on, letting their life force and their enthusiasm guide them. The fire signs also like fun and playfulness, but also something that's challenging, that kind of gets their blood moving. So for Aries, I might suggest something really challenging, maybe physical oriented, something that they can really kind of, man against the elements kind of idea. Whether or not you want to put them in real danger, you'll have to judge by how well you know your friend. But for Aries, I might suggest something that challenges their primal self, gets them, kind of fight or flight going, gets them to fight some fears maybe. Again, be careful how well you know your friend. You don't want to get them into a situation that they don't really want to do. But I might suggest things like skydiving, or if you have an opportunity to go white river rafting. Now, obviously these things might be dates for a later time if you're giving gifts during the holidays and where it's typically cooler in the certain regions. Now, because Aries kind of has a competitive edge to it, kind of fierceness, warrior energy, you might even want to get them tickets to a boxing match, say, go with them. Or maybe still a classic is, going on a paintball hunt, kind of simulated war situations where you play paintball. Now, for Leo, I might actually emphasize really more of the playful interaction, maybe theater, but not, dry, hard theater, but real fun, interactive theater, maybe even taking them to a showing of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, where it's very interactive with the audience, if that's something you think they might like. Perhaps stand-up comedy even might be fun, or something like acrobatics, or even if the circus is coming to town. Something that's really that kind of engaging playfulness with Leo. For Sagittarius, I might emphasize the variety of experience. Sagittarius is, it's famous for wanting experience from all around the world, from loving to travel. You might even give them a ride in a hot air balloon, maybe. Or, if that's a little bit out of your price range, get in the car and say, hey, I'm going to drive you anywhere you want to go. Give me a direction and we'll just go and see what we see. So just a spontaneous road trip where you don't know where you're going, or at least they don't know where they're going. Or you might also want to consider, a lot of things that cities have are like their international district. You could go through an adventure in, an evening or a day and eating at different places, maybe, dessert in Chinatown or dinner in Little Italy. That's also a way to get Sagittarius, just a lot of exposure to different culture and different things. So this has been gift-giving ideas for the holiday season for the fire element signs. I'm Amy Herring from heavenlytruth.com.